coming, and thank you very much that you take your time as well. We take all the time to show you up what we can change, how we can change maybe a little bit the world that we live in. So for this I will start very quick because we have no time. So we start to show up because the salt needs a little bit of time. This is just normal water which you used out of the pipeline, and this is just pure salt what we have. So we dilute it inside the water because it's now not full. I don't put everything inside, and I just let it rest now for the presentation that the water and the salt gets soluble inside. Just for the start, because this is all what we need to produce. It's just water, salt and electricity. Electricity, photovoltaic system, we can build it everywhere up where we want. Water, yes, we need to clean it before, it must be clean water before we put it in the machine. And pure salt, everywhere where we have a sea, we can find the pure salt. And this is all what the machine needs to produce this disinfecting. So very simple, how we can have it, and so we are independent, what Peter says. Every state we make independence, like Nigeria, we buy the starting there, because they need to import all the disinfectant, and like this we make Nigeria independent from importing of disinfecting from around the world. This is one very huge step what we can do. Because of the short time what we have, because 1 hour it's a little bit too less, I will jump over some folders because this will be not so interesting for you, but just that you receive an impression, because 1 hour it starts. Between normal disinfectant, which is on the market, they are all with danger sign for health. Dangers for explosion, danger for health, toxic, cancerous, everything. Why? Because they need to kill biological life. They are biocidal, so it means they kill biological life. And they are so harmful that they even harm the human body. We, in our product, for the Turubin law, we don't need any sign of dangers to put on it, because we are in that small amount of active chlorine, so that we don't need to show up that this is any dangers for health. So that's why we are able to say that we are a clean disinfectant. All what will be left, what we have, after the energy which we put it inside the water is gone, the chemical components, is just salt. Salt, water, that's all which will be left. So we don't have any harmful substance which we bring out and will cannot be regenerated on the planet. These days where we are fighting around, it was now in all published. COVID virus, norovirus, hospital germs, these are one of the most, influenza, tuberculosis, adenovirus, rotavirus, and Ebola. We are all tested to deactivate these viruses. So we are able to remove these viruses if we come in direct contact. Then we have the normal hygiens, where we are tested to remove Legionella, Salmonella, Listeria, Staphylococcus, molds, and Escherichia coli. So we are all tested to kill them or deactivate them. What we have, this is now a little bit more for Turubin, but ECHA, it means the Turubin Chemistry Agency. They must be all listed and all product must fulfill that requirements of this listing, and they are the most strongest numbers, I would say, from the governmental what we have. So they are listed in PT1 and PT5. We have the VHH standard. This is a German disinfecting standard where we are tested. We can disinfect air and surfaces up to log 5. This means 99.999% of the bacteria we kill. Disinfecting without questionable residual and treated for surfaces. So it means we have no residual left, just salt, and not like all the other chemistry which is used, because there will be always on the surface some chemistry left. And this harms the people, but about this we'll talk after Dr. Fritz about it. We are bactericidal, virucidal, fungicidal, sporicidal, and MRS germs. Disinfecting without fogging, so for this we have a special machine where we can use to make the water cluster so small that we can disinfect like that we don't see any fog, but we disinfect the room. 100% biodegradable, disinfecting without harmful substance, human ineffective concentration, disinfect by thermal testing without purification. So we make testing by the company for derma testing in Germany, and we get the best mark of it, because we don't, even if we put it in our eyes, the disinfect, we don't receive red eyes from the disinfect. Application, yes, we can spray, wipe, mist, or add it to the water. We have wet and wet disinfecting. It means when you disinfect a surface, you always have to wash after the cleaning out with water, let it dry and disinfect it. And we can use it not to need to be dried out. So we can use, we put the water to wash away the cleaning, and then we can disinfect immediately without waiting and without drying out. Disinfect without protective equipment. We don't need gloves or any other protection if we disinfect, because we are harmless to the humans. Non-toxic sign or dangerous signs. Now again, virucidal, bactericidal, fungicidal, lebulocidal, sporicidal. So we cover all environmental away from the bacteria where they can live, and even the spores, we can deactivate them. 100% biodegradable, because we are only what we have left is salt. Salt came from the nature. Derma test excellent. Hand disinfecting, so we are full listed as a hand disinfect, so you can use it normally for hand disinfecting. Atomization, residual free, IQ application, spray without protection up to log 5 is possible. Now it means what is the listing of ECHA. It's a small show over. PT1, this is the field where it is. PT1 is always means human hygiene, so we can use it by the law in Europe all on the human's body. PT2 is disinfectant and algicide, so we can use it as a normal disinfecting for surface, everything where we want it, even for algicides. PT3, hygiene and veterinary field, we can use it for the veterinary, for all the animals what we have, for disinfecting the areas, and as well in PT4 the food and the feed sector. The feed for the animals and the food for the humans. Everything where it's prepared, we can use our disinfecting because we are harmless. We don't be toxic to the humans. And PT5, the most important, it's allowed in Europe to put it to the drinking water to disinfect the drinking water. So, yes, this is just the standard where we are testing. We jump over it to don't lose the time. This is the bacteria where we are tested, under which conditions. What is here? Staphylococcus aureus. These are MRM germs. So these are the hospital germs where we all need to fight a lot with them. We jump over this because this is all just more for technical. What we have for the viruses: adena, hepatitis B, C, HIV, herpes, influenza, the birds flu, what we have, the swine flu. This is all for the animal farming, is very important. Noro, polyvirus rota, SARS, coronavirus, vaccina, and many other viruses we are tested. What we are talking about, the solution, because we don't talk about holy water, we talk about chemistry and how we use this chemistry. And even that we have a part of an active chlorine inside. It's not the only one, but this is the main part which must be listed. We are talking about PTMs, parts per millions. HB solution requires only 500 ppms. This means only in a percentage of 0.05% of the whole liquid what we have, it's an active chlorine compound. A normal disinfecting, if you use with an active chlorine, we are talking about 5%, 6% or 10% to receive any of this. To see it a little bit more, I mean, if we have 10 water drops, just 5 of these drops are HOCl, sorry, hyperactive chloride. Why it's so biological, biomimetical? Because our white blood cells produces the same liquid like we to get rid of the pathogens. So they come, the white blood cells, cover the pathogens, and they are producing the same liquid more or less what we are producing. And what we know, the humans doesn't die out, so the white blood cells was function right, the liquid which they used was right. And we are producing exactly this is here inside, and the same process, more or less, with electrical and more technical, like the Mother Nature is producing. So it's like biomedical, a copy of it, what we are doing. We have a mixture compound of different oxygen and water species what we use, and even some other chlorine compounds. But they are so small inside, but what it makes, we have 21 different oxidizing substances in it. And like this is exactly what the cell is doing. They don't use always one compound to kill the bacteria or disintegrate the bacteria, they use many compounds. And exactly this is what we are doing. On a very simple phase to say, we charge the water with electricity. If the electricity is gone, that's all. So we bring, if we want to say it a little bit more evil, the electrical chair to the bacteria, let them place on them, switch on the current, that's all. They disintegrate, and that was it. And it always depends how much charging we make inside, more bacteria we can remove.